Welcome back to the Hot Pot of Coffee podcast. My name is Brad.
And I'm Amanda.
Really? You're just sitting all the way back in your chair?
I literally almost just fell asleep.
Wow, good. So we're shooting this on Saturday. We usually shoot episodes Sunday night. Unfortunately, Brad here has to go to Seattle tomorrow.
Stop. Don't.
I've been talking in third person all week.
So awful.
I'm like, hey,
Makes
Amanda,
me so uncomfortable.
Brad needs food. Actually, Amanda fucked up yesterday.
Was that yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday. So we were on our way. We're going to go see Detective Pikachu, right? And, well, first of all, we were initially supposed to go to a friend's birthday party, but that didn't happen because I won't be caught dead in a country bar.
That's not true.
It was that night. So we decided a better option was Detective Pikachu.
It's not that. It was just so far away.
And it's really far away. Okay,
so far away.
Quick tip for all of you. If you're going to hold a birthday party and you're over the age of 12, either do it at a place that's centralized to everyone or give like a huge notice with a Facebook invite. Don't do it out at a bar 30 minutes fucking away.
It's even more. It was an hour away.
It's an hour away.
Yeah.
And
well, she goes there a lot, and she was just like, hey, if you guys want to come, like, I'm going there for my birthday.
Speaking of cum, no, we'll talk about that later.
Oh, God.
So anyway, so we were like, let's go see Detective Pikachu, which we did. So I text Amanda and I say, hey, this is 2 hours before, by the way. I said, hey, Amanda, I bought tickets to the movie. You go buy us food on your way over. And what does she do? She says, okay. But then she texts me 15 minutes later and says, oh shit, I was on autopilot. I'm here. I didn't get any food. And we had an hour till the movie. Fucking
We had
bitch.
an hour and a half till the movie.
Not enough time to enjoy food.
We had plenty of time.
Wow, you let me down. You let me down. And Brad was hungry. And she said she was going to get food, and she got zero food. So we had to go eat at the mall, which, I mean, we had Chipotle, and then sat in a movie theater. So let's talk, we saw Detective Pikachu, which, okay, before we did that, they gave, just like Pokemon, the movie, 2000, they gave us Pokemon cards.
They did.
I was so happy.
He almost cried. He was so happy.
Okay, well, back in the day, which was a Tuesday, so in the Pokemon 2000 movie, in the original Pokemon movie, they gave you Pokemon cards, and those Pokemon cards today are worth a fuck ton of money. So people listening to this podcast, if you went and saw that movie and you still have the original Egyptian Mew, I sound like such a nerd right now, or the Pokemon like cards from that movie, the Dragonite, I think it is, go sell that shit, dude. Those are worth a lot of money. Anyway, I've already gone on my rant before in this podcast about my Pokemon card collection and how it's worth thousands of dollars. I won't go into it. Anyway, we got gypped. We only got like Jigglypuff and Bulbasaur, right?
No.
What did we get?
I think I had Psyduck, right?
Oh yeah, you got Psyduck. Anyway, it's bullshit because there's a Mewtwo and a Charizard, and I wanted both of those. And I was like, I'm gonna go ask the movie people if I can have more packs. And
They're not gonna just give them to you if you buy a movie ticket. So go buy more movie tickets.
It's 2 cards. I'm not gonna spend $14 on a pack of Pokemon cards, although I might do that. So, anyway, the movie. Let's talk about the movie because we did not talk about the movie afterwards like we usually do. We just walk out of the theater.
I think I was already asleep, so.
Well, not to mention, there were people dressed up, and it was really weird.
Yeah, a girl brought like a bunch of her, her plushy Pokemons.
Yeah, it was funny.
And they were like sitting next to her on the bench, and it was so weird.
Yeah, there was this Asian chick sitting outside the movie theater waiting, and she had a Pikachu, like a Eevee, and something else. A plushie.
Yeah, just
like,
sitting
on
next
the bench.
to her.
Mind you, this is Scottsdale. This isn't like fucking bullshit. No, this is a nice place. So it's kind of weird, out of place.
I was half asleep during the movie, but I wanted to kill the people next to me because she would not stop talking.
Oh,
did you hear her?
No, I would have told her to shut the fuck up.
She was so loud, and they weren't whispering. She was talking at a normal volume.
What was she saying?
I don't even know. It was like just stuff about what was going on in the movie. And then every time a cute Pokemon showed up, which was all the time, she would like squeal and like freak out like she'd never seen one before.
This is why guns should be allowed in movie theaters.
No, that is not why.
This is where I go.
But this is why people just shut the fuck up. You can do that at home.
My thing is, people have this argument where, oh, I spent $14 on this ticket, I can talk. And my argument is, I spent $14 on this ticket, I can tell you to shut the fuck up.
Oh, that's true.
I would have told her, you should have told me. I would have leaned over and said, hey, excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, excuse me. Shut the fuck up. Like really loud. And everyone in the theater would have been like, he's so brave.
No, they would have told you to shut the fuck up.
Anyway, so I did not like the first 20 minutes of the movie. I'm going to be honest.
I don't remember it. What happened?
Are you serious? What do you remember about the movie?
Why didn't you like the first 20
It
minutes?
was sad.
Oh.
And there wasn't like any... So? And I have to say this, and I agree with... So I watched...
of course.
Chris Stuckman's review.
No, this is what happens. He comes out he comes out of something, like a movie or watching a show.
No, I watched these reviews before.
Hey, shh.
I watched these reviews before.
Hey, shh.
Fuck you.
So he comes out and he will enjoy something and he'll say that he liked it and then he'll watch reviews about it and he'll read reviews about it and completely change his opinion.
I watched these reviews before I went in.
Based on what other people think.
I watched these reviews before I went in and I agree with them in the sense that I thought the human actors were kind of shit. I think, you know what it reminded me of? The lines? Captain Marvel. I think the delivery of the human lines, and I don't think it was the actors' faults. I think the main character, the guy, was not the right choice for this movie.
Why?
He just didn't play his part well, and I don't think it's his fault. I think it's the director's fault, and just like with Captain Marvel.
He did fine.
I don't think so. Now, I thought the Pokemon were fucking perfect.
Well, yes.
They did all of the Pokemon so amazing, except for one. Gengar looked like shit. The ghost Pokemon.
I know who Gengar is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gengar looked like trash.
He
looked like the new Sonic movie, except Gengar.
But also, you barely saw him, though, because it was, fleeting.
I don't know. He was in that battle with the Blastoise.
That's what I mean. It was fleeting. He was just flying around like crazy, so.
But there's one thing this movie could have used more of, and it was Pokemon battles. So I think it would be really cool.
Well, that wasn't the point of this movie, though. It'd
be cool if in the future they made a new movie, same cast, but the main dude is trying to become a Pokemon master. I think that would be so fucking cool if it was him working his way through the leagues in the Pokemon leagues and fighting. Because when the fighting was happening with the Pokemon, it was so fucking cool. But there was one scene. There was literally one scene.
Well, in that town, it's illegal to Pokemon, to fight, so that's why.
Yeah, but that's stupid. But I thought they did Mewtwo well.
Yeah.
Mewtwo was a fucking boss and looked so sick and was just as powerful as he is in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And so they really did him well. Overall, it was an enjoyable movie. I think on the Hot Potted Coffee score, I give it an 85%.
Yeah, right.
That's higher than some other reviewers gave it, but I think that the Pokemon...
Stop burping into the mic.
It's not helping. I'm drinking soda. I'm not drinking because I have to wake up for an airplane tomorrow.
I have to wake up the same time as you, but
Stop trying to compare yourself to me.
Still drinking.
That's your fault. Mine is for work.
Mine is also for work.
You're not getting paid. It's not work. It's slavery.
No, I'm paying to do it. So
yeah, you're paying to do it. It's a reverse slavery. We have a really interesting story to get into a little later about Austin Jones, and you don't know who Austin Jones is, but you were hearing the official podcast talk about him. That's who they were talking about the other day when we were in the car.
I wasn't listening.
Okay. This is a gross fucking story, and we'll get to it. But first, I want to tell you about a dream I had.
Oh, okay.
I've talked about it on the podcast before, but I have this weird brain, damage where I have, what are the dreams called?
Lucid dreams?
I have lucid dreams every single night. That's why I'm always tired. And I remember my dreams perfectly. I can feel everything in my dreams. I can taste, I can smell. And you'd be like, oh, that'd be sweet, because then you could fuck people in your dreams. It's never that. It's always weird shit. For example. So, I just thought this was a weird dream and I wanted to share it.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Question.
Yeah.
Am I involved?
No.
Okay, good.
Nope. People I know are never in the dreams.
That's not true.
Okay, that's not true. But I do know them, it's never in a good way.
Before you start your story, Jerry had a dream that she birthed her cat. And I just thought that was so funny.
The question is, was it shedding and did she have hair everywhere?
Ew, no.
Gross. Speaking of cat, I just found out my cat has a disease he was born with, so I'm having to deal with that. Oh my god,
it's no big deal. You're
he has
so ridiculous.
Biliary vomiting disorder, and it's very, very difficult to take care of. I have to now feed him twice a day.
You're supposed to feed him twice a day. I don't know why you stopped.
Well, because I like him skinny. No, I'm just kidding. He's actually
clearly you don't. He's a little overweight.
So, back to my dream.
Sorry.
So I have this dream where I'm in this hotel. It's always the same hotel that I go to. In different dreams, sometimes it's a floating city, sometimes it's the middle of New York. It doesn't matter. It's always the same hotel.
Okay.
Okay? So I go to this hotel and I find a bag in the bathroom.
What kind of a bag?
It was a Gucci bag.
Of course.
But it was a Gucci bag the size of a rifle. So it was like a rifle bag, but it was Gucci. So I take this bag and I basically open it and I find 2 cell phones inside of this bag. And for some reason, I know who these cell phones belong to.
You say for some reason, like this isn't a dream.
It's a dream. So I know who these cell phones belong to. One's in a red case, one's in a black case. Okay. Like the cell phone cases, which is odd because that's the color of my mom and dad's iPhones. Ooh, spooky. So it doesn't belong to them. It belongs to these 2 girls I went to high school with, but they don't have faces because that's dreams, right? People don't have faces. So I go and I'm like, hey, I text their like mom or something on their phone and I say, I got their cell phones. So I put it in the back of my car, which for some reason is a 2001 Jeep Cherokee. And I'm not joking. Okay. I pull into the back of a subway. I park my car. Who else decides to carjack me but Zed, the DJ?
What the fuck?
So Zed comes and he decides to carjack me. And I'm like, shit, I'm not going to let this happen. So I turn it on Zed and I start chasing Zed. And now we're running through a maze. You know, when you go to concerts, they have those gates. Mm-hmm. They're like about chest high and they're those metal grates.
Yeah.
So it's a maze of those. And so I'm chasing Zed through that. And then I'm like, wait, I can get up on this yellow tarp above these, for some reason existed. And I'm running on a tarp, suspended by nothing. So it's a dream. And I jump off the edge and then I catch Zed and I wake up. That's my dream.
Oh my God.
I just wanted to share that. Yep. These are my dreams, guys.
At least you caught him.
Yeah, no, it was definitely Zed. It's weird. So I have dreams like this all the time. Sometimes they're really cool. One time I had a dream that I was on a planet that everyone lived on, and you know, like water,
like Earth.
Yeah, no, but it kind of looked like Mars, and we all lived in space stations. But we'd go down to the planet for fun. It was a big amusement park, but in like water parks. But instead of water, it was lava. That's not a joke. Did
you still tube down it? Did they have a lazy river?
Yes, they did.
But it was a lava river.
It was all lava. And I have
wave pool.
So in real life, I'm not afraid of lava. In dreams, I'm super afraid of lava. And I know where this comes from. I think
if you were face to face with lava, you'd be terrified of it.
Yeah, but do you know where it comes from? When I was a kid, I watched a volcano. Mm-hmm. You remember Volcano?
Yeah.
With it's in LA or whatever, and it comes out of the tar pits, and then I also watched Dante's Peak. You remember Dante's Peak?
No.
Dante's Peak was another one of those, except in Dante's Peak, they're canoeing across a river to try to get out of the way. This is not a dream, by the way. This is Dante's Peak, the movie. And they're canoeing across a river, and the lava's underneath the river, and the sulfur starts to bubble through, and the river becomes acid. And then the boat isn't going fast enough and starts to disintegrate. So the grandma goes, no, I can't let my grandchildren die. So she jumps out into the sulfuric acid water and starts pushing the boat while her skin is melting off and she's dying. So that's why I'm afraid of lava.
It's a horrifying scene. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, it's horrifying. So when I was a kid, there was a window outside my bedroom and there was a street light, right? There's a street light right on the road. Well, in Arizona, they switched all the lights out with the low emission lights so that there's not a lot of light pollution. Unfortunately, that has the effect of looking like fucking lava in the middle of the night.
Does it?
It's orange.
Okay.
Like the light. So I'd wake up in the middle of the night and I thought there was lava coming to the house.
I mean, did you ever play on a playground where the ground was lava and you had to be on top of all the the monkey bars?
I didn't need more anxiety in my life. Okay?
I'm just saying.
If the ground was actually lava, it wouldn't matter. It's so fucking hot. If you're that far away, you're already dead.
Oh my God. It's a children's game. Get out of here.
God. Anyway, so that was my tidbit. What do you have to talk about? How about horse rape?
Can we not call it that?
Okay, so Amanda, you guys tell me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm not. Amanda is now on her horse rotation for school. And one of her jobs is artificially inseminating female horses with male horse jizz. She basically, these
that
mares.
is how horses breed.
So these mares are just cum dumpsters for
everything is a cum dumpster.
Except for me. I'm a cum factory.
Okay.
Women are the cum dumpster.
Don't put a gender on it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Anyone can be a cum dumpster.
That's literally what I said.
Anyway, so here's my thought. You're throwing cum into the throwing.
I'm not throwing it. No, I
just imagine you just chucking a wad of cum at these horses.
Pitch it into their vagina.
All right, Jerry, open up her pussy. I'm gonna throw this cum in.
Oh my God.
Just imagine a wad of cum and you just wind up and throw it in. Anyway, you just inject these female horses with cum and they don't have...
Stop calling it cum. It is semen.
It is jizz.
It is semen.
You get a choice right now. For the rest of the podcast.
Do you want to see the video of the semen swimming?
Don't. Nope. Don't want to watch it. So
I think you do.
Here's my question. They're not giving consent. That's a rape. God.
You do understand that an animal's purpose and their motivation in life...
Our purpose is to procreate as well.
Yeah. We are animals. I was collectively...
I'm going against the grain on that one. But
a lot of people are because we're evolved. But anyway, an animal's purpose in life is to procreate. And that is what we're helping them do.
Can we do a thought experiment?
What?
Okay, let's do a thought experiment. Ready?
No.
Thought experiment time. So, welcome to our thought bubble. Okay, Amanda?
Okay.
Aliens come to the planet.
Okay.
They don't understand our language.
Mm-hmm.
To them, we are but animals.
Okay.
So they kidnap our women and they jerk off the dudes and they stop and they take our jizz and then they start artificially inseminating all you women with our cum against your will. Is it rape?
Is it against the horse's will? No, it was standing there.
Is it against the women's will then in the alien case? You're just standing there. You don't know. You're scared to death. It's a fucking alien.
Oh my God.
Just saying.
They would want to be bred anyway. They're in heat.
Oh, we're not talking about horses anymore. We're talking about women.
I am so done talking about aliens. I do not want to talk about this again.
It's rape.
It's not.
I'm not saying it's not okay. Oh, wait, that sounds wrong. It's shit. How do I dig myself out of this hole? It's a horse. No one cares. But aliens would say the same thing.
Like I said, I'm done talking about aliens.
Okay. Well, anyway, Amanda was.
It's a horrible analogy.
And she didn't get her dream because she wasn't allowed to. Today she didn't get a pump come into a horse.
No, my patient was a fucking bitch and had to ovulate before we inseminated her. And in horse world, it's too late after they ovulate. So
is that a little slang? Is that a saying there? If you ovulate, it's too late.
No, but
That should be.
that's funny.
Should make little note cards and post that on their assholes.
But I got to watch the other horse be inseminated.
Did you post it on Pornhub?
No, that's disgusting. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I think it's disgusting as well. I'm just saying, good on you for not posting it. That's very grown up of you.
What? That would never even cross my mind, but okay.
Okay, I want to talk about this now. Do you know who Austin Jones is?
No, you already know I don't.
Okay. Austin Jones is a YouTuber. Okay.
Oh, wait. Is he the one that, like... No, never mind. I don't know who I'm talking about.
You're thinking Alex Jones?
Who's Alex Jones?
The crazy fucking right-wing guy? Who's like,
Oh,
they're turning the frogs gay.
he's not YouTube. He's on his stupid little InfoWar
Yeah,
thing.
no, this is a different kid. This kid's like 24. Anyway, Austin Jones is going to prison for 10 years.
Okay.
He's just a YouTuber. Amanda, I will give you 3 guesses as to why he's going to prison.
I can't
For 10
guess
years.
right now.
Just give me 3 guesses. Why would someone go to prison for 10 years?
Got
Got 3 guesses.
drugs.
Nope. But that's a good one.
Possession of child pornography.
Ooh, okay, partly.
Oh my
Ooh,
God.
so she's close. Okay, so we're gonna take away half of one, so you have 1.5 guesses left.
What? I'm close. Just tell me.
So Austin Jones is going to prison for pedophilia.
Ew. Gross.
So this all started a while ago. This was a while, like this has been going on for a while. And at first he said he didn't do it, but the text messages came out, and I have them.
He
some
sent
of
them
them.
to you?
Oh, no. This is a report from the feds. It's a federal investigation.
The feds.
So basically, what Austin was doing was, mind you, he's mid-20s. He was telling girls who were his fans, because, you know, a lot of these YouTubers have young fans, that if they were really his biggest fan, they would do certain things for him or show him certain things or whatever. So I have some wonderful text messages. Let's start this off. Let me
Don't want to
get my hands under my mic. Oh, these are fucking gross. So the detective says this. So Jones and victim B had the following exchange regarding victim B's age. Jones says, "Wait, you're 14?"
No.
She says, "Yeah, I'm a youngster."
No.
Jones says, "Do you realize how lucky you are?" And then he says, "I seriously shouldn't even be talking to you." She says, "Why?" And he says, "Because you're young." And she says, "You're young too, though." And he said, "I'm 23. This is just not that bad yet. But now we know he's aware of her age and she is aware of his age. Now, I'm not blaming this girl.
No, she's a 14-year-old
14
girl.
Years old. When I was 14, I would have shown my dick to Austin. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
Anyway. Oh, it gets real bad. Jones and victim B then had the following exchange. Jones, bounce again and smile at the camera while you bounce. And when you bounce, say, "I'm only 14" 3 times throughout the video. He is telling her. Now, the context to this is he asked her to take her underwear off, spread her ass cheeks with her. He says, "Put your right hand on your right butt and your left hand on your left butt and spread your butt cheeks and clap them together." And he is saying in the text messages, "Smile and say, 'I'm only 14' 3 times.
That's so creepy.
Victim B said, "That works. I went ahead and put my Nike Pros back on so that it'd be easier and I'll just have to have major wedgies for a few minutes." He said, "Exactly. Or you could just take them off, whatever is easier." Victim B then sends Jones a video and Jones responds, "In the next one, you have to prove you're my biggest fan. I know you can do it." This is fucking disgusting, dude.
Gross.
What the fuck is wrong with this? We still have 2 more text messages to go through. It's fucking disgusting. So this guy is texting 14-year-old girl telling her to do. So she's saying, oh my God. Okay, let's just keep going. I know this isn't funny, but I want this to get out there so people know that this shit really happens and that this guy doesn't have social media anymore. He's out on bail before he goes to prison for 10 years, but he's not allowed to use the internet or anything. So unfortunately, we can't tweet him pictures of us stabbing him in the chest. So he says, bend over halfway. Put your left hand on your left cheek and your right hand on your right cheek, then clap them together repeatedly. And then he says, instead of clapping them, how about you just spread your cheeks for 10 seconds? Would that be easier? Your wedgie has to be good enough so when you spread your cheeks, it shows the edges of your butthole. Oh my God, wouldn't that be so funny? That's what he said. Wouldn't that be funny? Yeah,
God.
That'd be real funny, seeing a 14-year-old's butthole. Also, who the fuck says butthole?
He's talking to a 14-year-old.
I know, but like these days when you want like someone's ass, you say like, let me fuck you in the ass. You don't say, let me fuck you in the butthole.
I mean, it's what it is.
I've never tried that. Maybe that would work for me. Let me fuck you in the butthole. Butthole is such a gross word though. Like ass or like,
rectum?
Let me fuck you in the rectum.
Anus?
It'd be the rectum. I mean the anus and the rectum, but it's not like, let me reach up into your lower intestine. Your descending colon. Yo, bitch, let me reach into your descending colon where it goes across your transverse colon. I want to feel that transverse colon.
See, that's all you have to say.
Joan said, did you show your butthole? She said, not sure. LOL. But this wedgie is very uncomfortable. And he says, oh my God, then just take them off. Should you just not wear any bottoms at all? Your butthole would look much better then. I'm just trying to help you. I know you're trying your hardest to prove you're my biggest fan.
Keep saying butthole.
And I don't want to have to find someone else.
Oh my God.
So he just told this girl, I know you're trying to be my biggest fan. I don't want to have to find someone else. So show me your fucking butthole. I'm so glad this guy's going to prison for 10 years. It should be
10 years is not long enough.
Not long. He needs to, but I can't wait for him to get raped in prison.
Yeah, people in prison like destroy like child molesters.
I do not like rape at all, but I think if you're a child molester or a pedophile or you rape, I look forward to you getting raped in prison. Because if he likes butthole so much, he's in for a treat.
Oh, yes.
Because his butthole is about to be explored. Let's see this last one. Jones, victim B's first name. I still couldn't see. If you really are my biggest fan, you would do it. You're doing so good. I need my biggest fan to be confident. It'd be so funny if you do it without them. Like as soon as you spread them, oh my God, we'll both laugh. How is it funny?
I don't know. It's not.
Jones, I'm trying to help you so much. I have to see your butthole to know for sure you care. And then she said, can I just keep the underwear on until I get to where I bend over and spread my cheeks and then just pull them back up before I stop? He said, yeah, but spread for like 15 seconds. I bet you had no idea when you met me the other day that I'd let you, that one day later, you'd get to show me your butthole. How special do you feel?
So special.
Is there any way you can show your butthole and get closer to the camera? Jesus fucking Christ.
Stop reading them. They're horrible.
Oh, wait, no, I have to do this one. Jones, do you know how to flex your butthole?
Oh my
She said,
God.
No. And he said, try it. Squeeze your butthole and then unsqueeze it repeatedly.
Oh my God.
She said, oh my God, I will try. And I'll get closer to the camera. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? This makes me so angry. I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. I love reading these texts because he's literally trying to implicate himself in pedophilia.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, instead of saying, hey, you're 18, right? He says, make sure you say I'm only 14. That'd be like going to rob a bank and going up to the teller. And before you rob her, be like, hey, take your phone out. Take my picture. Okay, I'm going to rob you now. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, he's clearly not right in the head.
No. And look, like on one hand, I understand as someone who has extensive study in the field of neurology and multiple degrees in neurosciences, I do understand that it is legitimately a neurological disorder to be a pedophile. And I think if you have those thoughts and stuff, like, get help. It doesn't make you a terrible person to have those thoughts. It makes you a fucking terrible person to act on those thoughts.
Yeah.
Get yourself some fucking help. It's not necessarily your fault if you just think these things, but if you act on them, I can't wait for you to get raped in prison. That was not funny, but it was important that we all learn this lesson that over the next 10 years, anytime you feel sad, just remember, Austin Jones is getting raped in the butthole.
in the butthole.
You know what I really hope? I really hope his cellmate read those. And then he
tells him to like spread his cheeks so you can see his butthole.
Spread your butthole. It'd be so funny. Hey, Austin, you know what'd be really funny? If you spread your butthole. And I feel bad because this girl now is like 17 years old, 18. I'm really glad they hit her name.
This happened like 4 years ago? It's just now coming out?
2 or 3 years ago. Like he's been going through this.
Oh, shit.
Because, shit takes forever. I'm really glad they hit her name now because, she's coming of age now. And this girl must be just fucking wrecked.
Well,
not her butthole. I mean, like her.
She's gone through therapy. Extensive therapy.
Who knows, dude? 14-year-olds are all like sluts now, too.
Oh my god.
Dude, bitches are losing their virginity at like 13, 14 years old.
They've always done that.
It's so weird to me. I didn't even see a pussy till I was like, well, okay.
You were asexual when you were a teenager.
First of all, I saw pussy day one. I came out my mom. Oh, and then...
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. I want to get her a card that says, Happy Mother's Day, sorry for ruining your vagina.
They have those cards. You can find them.
But I really did ruin her vagina, so...
So did everyone.
See, I have an excuse for being such an asshole because I actually came out butt first. People don't know this about me.
I know this.
I was breech, so I came out in half. I was folded in half. Did you know that? And ass first. Did you know they had to put weights on me because I kept clamping down?
Of course,
into a sandwich. So in order to keep me laying flat, they had to weigh my hands and legs down, or else I would bend back over into a sandwich, which is interesting because I can't touch my...
How did they do that? It doesn't make sense.
45-pound gym weights.
Oh my god.
No, they had to have me in the special contraption in the hospital to keep me open. But what's weird is I can't touch my toes
while you
now.
were in your mother's vagina.
No, when I got born.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, Amanda. When I was in the vagina. And you're not in the vagina, you're in the uterus. Fucking weird. You come out the vagina.
Exactly. If you're coming out breached, you're already in the vagina.
Yeah, they delivered me. And my question to my mom to this day is, why the fuck didn't you get a C-section?
Well, if you're already on your way out, they can correct it.
I tell her all the time, you're so lucky I have no ass because that would have hurt.
Oh my god.
Anyway, my ass is smaller than my head, so it's
this is true.
So, anyway, that was Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Well, what are you doing for Mother's Day? For your mom?
I sent her some Sherry's berries.
Of course you did.
But they're going to be delivered on Wednesday because shipping for Mother's Day was like $20. So I was like, they'll arrive on Wednesday. And I saved $20. Please tell me.
I bought my mom AirPods, and she's driving me to the airport tomorrow morning, and I'm going to give her, what I'm going to do is, when I get out of I'm going to get out of the car and then go, oh, God, I forgot. And then I'm going to throw her the AirPods.
But you're probably going to actually forget, though. And then you're going to get on the plane and be like, oh, shit, I have this box of AirPods.
I've literally spent $800 on AirPods in the last month.
Stop telling people that. But you personally haven't because you went in on gifts with people.
Look, my bank account says differently, though. But yes, I did. People split them with me. Anyway, do you have anything else on your list?
I don't think so.
It was a short week. We didn't have a lot of time because, so we're recording this like a day and a half earlier than we usually do, a day earlier.
It's like a day.
It was supposed to be a day and a half earlier, but Amanda had to work today. Bullshit. So, we have that, and then this whole week I've been I'm applying to promotion at work. Still not sponsored, so I'm applying to a promotion. So I've been dealing with that in the interview process. And unfortunately, as funny as those are, that is something I actually cannot talk about because, money. So I don't want to be fired. It's so funny because every time when I was at Florida, one of my coworkers were talking, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Brad has a podcast," and they're like, "Oh, what's it called?" And I go, "No."
It's called No.
Everyone like at the meeting was like, "Oh, what's your podcast? I'll listen to it." And I was like, "No, you work with my company.
You'll get me fired."
Yeah, I'm going to be fired if they hear the podcast just because I'm, I'm me on the podcast and I'm not me at work. Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to do some, what do you think we're going to do?
Your favorite thing ever.
My favorite thing ever.
Oh, God. Please.
Relationship advice. On Reddit. We got to find a better jingle.
Yeah, because you keep making these horrible ones.
Hey, question. Last time, did we talk about, we talked about, did we talk about in the last podcast the girl that was raped and became pregnant?
No.
And then the mom.
Oh, I did have something to talk about. Speaking of.
Okay, go.
Did you hear that Georgia changed their abortion laws?
Yeah, what about it?
What do you mean, what about it?
What's the law now?
They banned them except for the case of, rape.
Okay. And?
And then the ACLU is suing them and they're going to take it to the court. But the Supreme Court is Republican, so that's going to be
okay.
fun.
I don't see a problem with any of this.
I'm going to beat you over the head.
Why is this an issue? No, why is it an issue? Tell me, please. You don't live in Georgia, so tell me.
It's an issue for the people that live in Georgia. Which, very soon, your brother is going to be living in Georgia, so...
Yeah, so here's my thing, okay? And I'm pro-choice, but here's the deal.
No, I don't care if you say move into a different state. No, all states should fucking have this law.
You know what? I'm gonna have this conversation with you, but we're gonna take a quick break, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry, yeah, that was not a break for you, but that was a good 10-minute break for us. I had to take a shit, so...
Oh my God.
That's what I did. Okay, so what were we talking about? Georgia?
I don't even remember anymore. It's been so long.
No, we were talking about Georgia. So, here's the deal. We live in a republic, and each state has its own will and its own government. And if you don't like where you live, move to a state where you do.
Shut up. That's not always possible for people.
Like a really important
and
law.
And that shouldn't be a law.
A bill was just passed here in Arizona today. Really important.
What's that?
They legalized, finally,
marijuana?
Nunchucks. So.
Oh my God.
Nunchucks are now legal in Arizona. Almost on the same line as abortion.
Almost. Yep.
Now, here's my deal.
Here's my deal.
It's just a bunch of dudes in a room deciding on abortion, and it's fucking stupid to me. As a scientist, it's not a fucking baby until after the first trimester.
Even if you believe it is, who gives a shit? Then don't get an abortion.
Name a baby you haven't wanted to kill on an airplane. Exactly. Abortion should be legal on airplanes.
Oh my God.
Anyway. Oh, and there goes another subscriber. So, I thought we talked about, on the last episode, we didn't talk about the girl who was raped and got pregnant and then her boyfriend left. We didn't talk about that?
No.
Okay. Well, to close out, let's read through some of these and we'll see which one we want to talk about really quick. So this is...
You just said which one we want to talk about.
No, because that was an update to that story and I didn't know if we had talked about it in the last podcast.
We didn't talk about it.
Okay, well then the update won't make sense.
Well, we could talk about it.
Urgent. Ooh, I like this one. Urgent. My SIL, significant lover? What is that?
Son-in-law?
My SIL has shit all over my bathroom.
Ew.
Sorry for the title. My wife's sister-in-law.
Oh.
My wife's sister is over for dinner, and the only toilet in our flat is through our bedroom. And there's hopefully an always two-door. Oh, there's usually. This guy has terrible grammar.
Why are
there's
you reading
usually
this one?
2 doors between the rooms, unless I need to go and football's on and I'm home alone, and someone won't be home. Like he leaves the door open. So I'm here now, and there's shit everywhere. What do I do? I've seen my dog, and the little fuck can't do this. What do I do? Please help me. And the first post is, see, this is why I sort by new. 7 hours go by, and this guy has not. No one's responded. So this isn't a relationship. I don't know why there's no relationship advice.
Tell your wife, since it's her sister, let her deal with it. That's my advice. Next. This is a stupid one.
Because you're home and do. Okay, no, that one's stupid. Some of these are too long. Let's see. Breaking up with my boyfriend by printing out conversation he had with his friend about me. They're 20 years old. That's just.
Oh, God.
How do I tell my wife I want a divorce? Honey, I want a divorce.
Maybe don't say honey.
Ooh. My brother possibly assaulted my wife last night.
Oh.
Ooh, this is dramatic. Let's talk this one.
Okay.
Chapter 1.
No.
No, it's just one paragraph. We were at my brother's apartment with another couple having a party. My brother and my wife always sort of clashed, but it was never physical. I feel like this guy wants to be cucked by his brother. He's like, unfortunately...
Why would they get physical?
My brother and my wife, unfortunately, have never fucked in front of me and cucked me. Anyway, he goes on, last night...
That's not what he meant by physical.
Let's get...
Physical? Yeah. Okay, Olivia Newton-John.
Last night, he made a few backhanded comments to her, but nothing out of the ordinary. Just kind of passive-aggressive. When she got... That's what backhanded means, dude. When she got up to get more wine, she slipped and fell into the coffee table. There was broken glass everywhere.
Oh my God.
And we had to go to the ER to get stitches. Now, my wife claims that my brother tripped her. He claims she fell. I was talking to my other friend, so I didn't see anything at all. This is really driving a wedge between my brother, wife, and myself. To make matters worse, he is demanding we pay for his coffee table and rug, which would put quite a strain on our finances. Should I just pay? I have known my brother for longer.
Oh my God.
No shit. No one was questioning whether or not you knew your brother longer than your wife, you dumb fuck. But I promise
Unless his wife is his brother.
The fuck are you on? You drink some of that horse cum, it's like fucking acid. Wait, what if his wife is his brother? I have known my brother for longer, but I promise to stand by my wife no matter what.
Well, duh.
Fucking hate that comment. Ow. Stand by my wife no matter what. Stand by your wife. Bullshit. I love this. I think it's Dane Cook, or it's one of the comedians. He goes, oh, really? Really? If you walked in and you saw your wife, he's saying like you'd never hit a woman. So I hate guys who say they'd never hit a woman. Example. He's like, you walk in to your house after a long day of work. You walk into the bathroom. Your wife is drowning. One of your kids, other kid, is laying on the ground already dead. You telling me you're not going to punch her in the face? Stick by you through anything. Bullshit. You cheat on me? Oh, fuck you. You say you're going to bring food over and you don't? Fuck you.
Oh my God. Am I going to see that on this relationship?
Literally,
I call him.
What's next, Amanda? You're just going to go cheat? You already didn't bring me fucking food.
Oh my God.
Bitch. So,
Wow.
edit. Oh, he edited. I'm starting to believe you guys. There's an additional problem, though. He was adamant about us paying for the rug, and I agreed in the moment. The rug.
I thought it was the coffee table.
No, I think she spilled wine on the rug when she tripped over the coffee table. In my defense, I have bad anxiety, and there's a lot. This guy sounds like a giant pussy.
I don't think this is a real scenario. This sounds made up. Also, your brother is a tool. If any of this is true.
I kind of like this brother because he's more concerned about the coffee table than this dude's wife.
No.
That's like me. This guy reminds me of me.
No.
someone gets like
really
hurt
doesn't.
and breaks something, I'm like, dude, don't. That was me last time. Don't play with the box.
I was straightening it.
Yeah, that. I don't know what I think about that one. Dude, I just think you're a giant pussy. Like, anyway. Ooh, I like this one. My girlfriend of 2 years had an emotional relationship with a guy at her work. They would flirt, text, and then lie to me about it. Now, her working is mental torture. Another cuck. Let's read this one. This one's short too. My girlfriend of 2 years had an emotional relationship with a guy at her work. They would flirt, text, and then lie to me about it. We talked about it and decided to work through it. But now, whenever she works with the guy, I have serious doubts and worries about if they're still doing something behind my back. Of course they are. I'm pretty sure she's not, but I still struggle with the doubts. It hurts me, even torments me mentally. Then I worry about telling her because I don't want to seem overprotective or needy and come off as unattractive. What's the best approach? How do I handle the torture? What should I expect from my girlfriend? Dude, you're such a fucking pussy. Let me tell you something. If someone breaks your trust once, you can't ever trust them again. I'm sorry. I'm 100% with this one. If she did that in the first place, she's gonna do it again.
It's likely.
Like, it's different if they were married, right? If you're married and this happens, like, I can understand. Let's say you were married for like 10, 15, whatever years, and this kind of shit happens, or infidelity. I can understand working through it because you've put so much into that relationship, and some people, like your best friends, and some people you just want to work through it with. I can understand that. I'm personally not that person. I would never work through it. I'd let my gun do the talking. But some people want to work through it. Your literally girlfriend of 2 years is fucking emotional. Dude, okay. Emotional relationship cheating for a girl is like you fucking her best friend in the ass. Because girl emotional cheating is different than guy emotional cheating. When girls do it, they're like really cheating. Because girls like purpose, like emotional shit is like what girls look for, right? Girls are more likely to emotionally cheat than physically cheat.
True.
Amanda's done it like 7 times.
No, I have not.
1 time.
Never.
Bullshit.
Never.
Everyone's emotionally cheated in their life.
No.
I'd go pet your dog. I'm emotionally cheating on Cadell.
That makes me uncomfortable.
Anyway, so, dude, you're a fucking idiot. She's a terrible person. Dude, and let me tell you this. If she was having an emotional relationship with this dude and they still work together, guess what? Now they're fucking.
Not necessarily.
100. 100 emoji.
No.
They're at least still having... Dude, break up with her. I want to see if anyone is as smart as me.
Most likely not. They're all the same.
Oh, thank you, Amanda.
I wasn't complimenting you. I was just commenting on the stupidity of the people on Reddit.
Boom. This guy says, end it. You can't move past this. She wasn't honest. She never came clean. Find a girlfriend that respects you. Fuck you, dude, or get a dog. Because dogs, here's the thing about dogs. They'll cheat on you, but at least they do it to your face.
Oh my god.
Dogs cuck you. They just go up to your neighbor and start getting petted and look at you and they're like, yeah, bitch. All right. That's Brad. That's where Brad needs to cut himself off for the day.
I think we're done here.
Yeah, Amanda's like falling asleep at the wheel right now.
I know, I'm so tired.
She's tired. This was a roller coaster of a fucking episode. Jesus Christ. Anyway, as always, we love you guys. Thank you for listening and sharing the podcast with your friends and family and people who appreciate our dark, twisted, fucked up sense of humor and things we like to talk about. But anyway, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy ruining your mom's vagina day.
that.
Like back in the day, not currently. Don't do that currently. That's weird. Unless it's your stepmom. It's not weird.
I wished the mayor that we inseminated a happy Mother's Day because she's about to be a mother. So
After you raped her. That's weird.
oh my god.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening. We love you and we will catch you next week. Peace.
Bye.